Hello and welcome to Bloom Yoga and Fitness. I am Sarah and I'll be guiding you through this juicy slow flow class. So like the name says, we're going to be slowing things down today. We will be working on pigeon pose. So if you want to grab a little extra support like a yoga block or a folded up blanket or maybe even a small pillow, go ahead and grab that before we begin. As always, this is your practice and your body. So if I ever ask you to do anything that doesn't work for you, or you might want to just change it up a little bit, please feel free to modify or leave it out altogether. When you're ready, we will go ahead and jump on our mat and get started. We're going to start lying on our backs in constructive rest pose. So go ahead and make your way down to the floor. Lie on your back, bring the soles of your feet to the floor, and then walk them a little wider than your hips and let your knees fall in towards each other. Close your eyes or soften your gaze towards the tip of your nose. And we'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathing deep into the belly. And then letting it go. Continue breathing this way. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, I invite you to do that now. It can be as easy or as intricate as you'd like. And if you would like to set an intention, but you're not sure what to set, maybe try, I will slow down. These next few breaths, repeat your intention to yourself as you inhale and exhale. And then we'll walk the soles of our feet back in line with our hips. Let the knees come apart. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead. You can keep your eyes closed if you like, or open them up to look at me. Let that breath go. And on your next inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale them back towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale up towards the ceiling. Keep that going, and just keep in mind we're moving slowly. So as we flow with our breath in this class, I invite you to slow the breath down. One more time, just like this. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale them back towards the ceiling. And then one by one, we'll bring the knees in towards the chest. Hold on to your shins or maybe the backs of your thighs and squeeze everything together. If you'd like to keep it soft for now, keep your head on the floor, your shoulders on the floor. If you're ready to start building some fire, maybe you curl your nose up towards your knees and engage those abdominal muscles. One more big squeeze. Now from here, you have the option to roll over and come to seated, or you might bring your hands behind your thighs and find a rocking until you come up to seated. Once you're here, find your easy seated pose, and then we'll inhale the arms up overhead. And on an exhale, twisting towards the right, right hand comes behind, left hand to the right leg. Inhale back to center, reach up overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale to the right, and we keep going. Using our breath as a reminder to move from our core, from that big source of power we have with those muscles. One more time in each direction. Inhale up. Exhale to twist. Inhale up. And exhale to twist. Now from here, you might roll over your knees onto your hands and knees before pushing up into downward dog, or you might swing your legs around you before coming to hands and knees. Once you're in hands and knees, fingers spread wide, press into all of your fingertips and your palm of your hand, tuck your toes under, and then we'll send the hips up and back, downward dog. Take a moment here to pedal it out, finding some space in the backs of the calves and the hamstrings. And from here, we'll rise up onto our tippy toes and exhale to send the heels down towards the floor. Maybe bend your knees to find a little more space in your back. Let your head rest between your biceps, and we breathe. Taking our time to slowly inhale and slowly exhale. Giving ourselves this opportunity to really just tune into our bodies. On your next inhale, look up towards your hands and walk your feet up to meet them. Take as few or as many steps as you want, but we're taking them slowly. When you get there, bring your feet hips width apart, bend your knees generously, drop your head down, let your arms be heavy. Maybe find a gentle side to side rocking. And then come back to center, maybe come forward and back. And then coming to land right in the middle of those two motions. On your next inhale, we'll roll up to mountain pose, standing strong. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Lift the chest. Let the arms come to rest at your sides. Take a slow breath in here and let it go. And on your inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, nice long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, bend your knees, and step your feet back to find your plank, or lower to the knees for half plank. Take a breath in. Exhale as you hug the elbows in towards your sides, slowly lower down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, release down. Tuck your toes back under. Press up to hands and knees, and all the way up to downward dog. Couple breaths here. Inhale to look forward. Again, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take your time. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. And we exhale back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step your feet back, plank or half plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Inhale as you look forward, and one more time, take those steps all the way up to meet your hands. And exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms overhead. Shift your weight into your right foot, and then lift your left leg off the floor, left foot off the floor, bending the knee, flexing the left foot. So we inhale here, and we move with our breath. As you exhale, we shift into warrior three. So the arms go back, the leg goes back. Keep your foot flexed and your hips facing the floor. Plant the left foot down carefully as you inhale, high lunge. Reach those arms overhead. High lunge. On your exhale, we twist towards the right, reaching the right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, reach that right arm towards your left thigh, finding a little twist and a back bend as you inhale the left arm up overhead. Exhale. Inhale, flying warrior towards the left. So we turn all 10 toes towards the left, reach the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Maybe you step your feet a little bit wider. Turn your toes slightly in, and then shift your weight forward, dropping the crown of your head towards the floor. Your hands can be right under your face. Maybe you walk them back between your feet, or maybe you go for reaching towards the calves or the toes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And nice strong legs as we inhale, come all the way up to standing. We'll reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, eagle arms. So we'll bring the left arm forward, right arm on top. Twist those arms together or press the backs of the palms, backs of the hands together. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale up. And exhale down. Take a breath in as we turn all the toes, the right toes towards the top of the mat, left toes turn slightly forward. And we exhale, bend the right leg, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, coming into triangle. So straighten the right leg, reach the right fingertips towards that shin, and then the left hand goes up towards the sky. Inhale, back up, warrior two. And we'll exhale to cartwheel the arms down, plant them on either side of the right foot, step the right foot back, take a breath in your plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra with your knees on the floor. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Inhale to look forward, step or walk your feet forward to meet your hands. And exhale and forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reach the arms overhead, and we switch sides. Shift your weight to your left foot. Inhale, lift the right knee up, stork pose. Take an exhale. And then we'll inhale, shifting into warrior three, kicking the right foot back Arms reach back by your sides. Exhale, step that foot down, and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twisted lunge, so twist towards the left arm goes back. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the left arm towards the right leg, and the right arm reaches up towards the sky. Inhale. Flying warrior towards the right. So we turn all the toes towards the right. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Again, maybe you step your feet a little wider. Shift your weight forward, drop the crown of your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And strong legs, strong feet. As you inhale, stand all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. Eagle arms, right arm on bottom this time, left arm on top. Twist them together or bring the backs of the arms together. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale as you turn your right toes slightly in and your left toes towards the front of the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to your triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step your left foot back. Find your plank and take a breath in. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. We breathe. Remember here, you can always bend your knees. If straight legs feels like too much tension in your back. Shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, reach the right foot up behind you. As you exhale, we'll bend the knee, bring it right behind the right wrist, and cross your right foot behind your left wrist. So coming into pigeon pose, if you'd like to grab a blanket or a block, slide it under your right hip. And then we'll walk the left knee back until we find our position. So if you don't need the blanket, just set it aside. But if you find yourself here and you have trouble keeping your hips forward and you keep kind of rocking onto the right hip, I encourage you to slide a little extra support under there. Come onto your fingertips, lift yourself up, little back bend. And then we exhale to slowly come down into our pigeon. So you might stay up on your hands. You might come down to your elbows. Maybe you stack your forearms and rest your forehead down. Or you might even walk your arms out in front of you and rest your head on the floor. We'll take one more breath here. And then come up onto your hands if you're not already on them. Shift that blanket or whatever prop you might be using out of your way. Plant your palms. Tuck your left toes under. We're going to press up into a down dog. So before we move to the next side, just take a moment and maybe walk your legs out. You might circle out the right hip. Take whatever you need here. And then we'll plant the right foot again. Shift your weight into that foot. As you inhale, reach the left leg up behind you. Exhale, left knee comes behind left elbow, and the foot crosses over behind the right hand. Use your prop if you'd like to, and then walk your right knee back. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, find your extension of pigeon pose on this side. I encourage you to try whatever you did on the other side. Try that first, but just be aware that it's totally normal for our sides of our bodies to be different. So this side might be tighter or more open than the other. So take what you need here. Take one more breath in. Let it go. And then we'll come up to our hands. Tuck the right toes under, and same thing again. We lift up, come into your downward dog, and take whatever you need on this side. And then we'll bring the left foot down to the floor. Gently lower the knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Step your knees wide, and then send your hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms forward and drop your head down, child's pose. Inhale, come up, hands and knees. We're just gonna walk our feet, our knees forward, and come to a seat, sending the legs long. Bring your feet about hips width apart. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And we'll exhale to hinge at the hips and find your forward fold here. So you can have a soft bend in your knees, you can have a big deep bend in your knees, or your legs can be basically straight. But we are hinging from the hips, reaching the arms towards the feet. They might come to rest on the shins, on the sides of your legs, maybe your ankles, or maybe you're grabbing your feet. Take a breath in, get a nice long spine. And as you exhale, then you can drop your head towards your knees. Take one more breath here. Exhale, go ahead and sit up. Reach your arms forward in front of you. If you don't have enough space behind you, you might shift yourself forward just a little bit. Take a breath in, reach forward, shift forward, and exhale. We're gonna roll slowly all the way down to our backs. So take your time. Maybe point your toes to slow yourself down. When you get there, reach the arms up overhead. Take a big long stretch before we come into our Shavasana. So when you're ready, hands come down at your sides. Take them out as far as you want from your body. If you have a lot of space, take it up. Palms turn up. Let your feet be a little wider than your hips, and then the toes just fall open. Close your eyes, take a breath in. And exhale, let it go. And we take this time in Shavasana to tune in to our bodies, to just notice the effects of our practice. And if there's anything good there, soak it up and take it with you. Please feel free to stay here as long as you'd like to. But if you're coming out of this with me, walk the heels together. So keep your knees bent, or Please feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like to. But if you're coming out of this with me, walk your legs together, keeping your knees unbent. No. Please feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like to. But if you're coming out of this with me, walk the feet together, leaving the legs long. And we'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Full body stretch, flex the feet, point the toes, roll out the wrists. And one by one, we'll slide the soles of the feet to the floor and pick a side and roll onto that side. Let your head rest on that arm. Take a beat here. And then we'll press up and come back to our easy seated pose, whatever that looks like for you. Let your hands rest in your lap, or maybe you stack them on top of your heart. And we'll take a big breath in, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, bow your chin to your chest. Take a second to appreciate the fact that you showed up here today, that you allowed yourself to slow down and really be present in your body. Thank you for sharing your time and your practice with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will meet you back here next time.